Hey guys, so today I'll be breaking down 7 different entries or 7 different inverts into your Lollipop Lyra. If you're a little bit more intermediate, chances are this will be a little bit too basic for you. Maybe you can draw some inspiration from this video. I am also planning a ton of intermediate content and skills and breakdowns on this channel, so subscribe to be notified when I upload those. Behind me, I've got my X Stage light from X-Pole, and my hoop is made by Cirque.life. Check them out. I'm not sponsored, but I love the products. And without further ado, let's get into it. So our first entry is going to be our side straddle invert. So from here, I'm going to grab just directly above my forehead. I'm not going to grab too low, otherwise I'll swing and hit myself with the pole. If I grab too high, I'm going to have a really hard time getting my butt up over my head. The lollipop is static, so that means that it's supported from the ground up, and it doesn't have a lot of bend or a lot of swing. So grabbing too high, you'll feel like you get stuck. So I'm just going to grab directly above the forehead, and then I'm going to take my opposite hand and I'm going to stack it directly underneath. From here, I'm going to do a little pull up, so I'm going to bend my elbows, I'm going to tuck my knees into my chest, and then I'm going to straighten out my elbows and rock back. From here, you can straighten your legs, and then I'm going to bend and pull back up to reverse it. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to talk about our center straddle. So to do this, I really like to use my forearm grip, and I like to use the pole. So I'm going to grab wrist to one side of the joint, and from here, I'm going to bring my elbow to the other side so that I have full clearance of my forearm to push into the pole. From here, I'm going to do a push-pull grip. So I'm going to push into the forearm, I'm going to take my top hand and I'm going to grab underhand at my face, and that arm is going to be pulling. From here, I'm going to take a step in front of the pole. I'm going to do the same thing where I bend my knees into my chest to rock back. So I'm going to pull, bend my knees into my chest. Notice that my inside leg goes around to the other side of the pole. So one leg is going to go to the opposite side of the pole, the other leg is going to go to the outside of that top arm. Pushing into that forearm, pulling into the top arm, I'm going to take a step forward, rock back. Notice that when I came out, I also did a little pull-up to control my descent. So our next invert is going to be our nutcracker invert. For this one, I'm going to use the same grip as our center straddle. So that means that I'm going to use forearm on the pole, so wrist to one side, elbow to the opposite side. This time I'm going to take my outside hand and I'm going to grab directly above the forehead, so I'm going to grab pretty wide. So from here, what's going to happen is my inside leg is going to bend, so that means that the leg closest to the pole is my inside leg. It's going to bend and thread through in between my hands. From here, that leg is going to hook onto the hoop. The other leg, the opposite leg, is going to go to the outside of the top arm. So from here, I'm going to push, and I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to let this leg thread through, and then straddle. So for our next invert, I'm going to be doing a step in. So from here, I'm actually going to grab directly above the forehead the same way that we did in our side straddle. So I'm going to grab with my right hand, and then my left hand is going to grab underneath. So that's key. If my right hand is high, my left foot is going to go on the pole. So I'm going to place the arch of my foot onto the pole. From here, I'm going to pull up. As I bend my elbows, I'm also going to straighten out my knee. From here, I'm going to take my free leg. I'm going to reach it into the hoop on the same side. Our next invert is going to be similar to the last one. We're going to do our Reiko split. If you're polar, you're probably familiar with this one. So same thing, I'm going to reach just above the forehead on the hoop. My left hand is going to grab underneath. So that means that my left foot will be on the pole. And notice that my foot is like parallel to the ground. So I'm not too high where I'm hiking my hip up, and I'm not too low. I'm parallel to the stage. From here, I'm going to do that same thing where I bend my elbows and I pull up. From here, I'm going to take this free leg and I'm going to rest it on my tricep. And then I'm going to extend my arms and I'm going to lean towards that bottom leg. From here we can straddle. So essentially I'm doing a straddle with my foot on the pole. So the next thing that we're going to do is a tuck invert. So this time I'm going to do the same thing where I grab with my forearm at the joint on the pole. From here I'm going to reach high with my top arm under hand grip. From here I'm going to bring both of my knees in between my hands. So from here I'm going to push into that forearm, I'm going to pull into the top arm, and I'm going to tuck my knees into my chest. I like to cross my ankles over so that when I rock back, I can sickle my feet and they fit under the hoop. So our last entry is going to be our front balance into the hoop. I have two different ways of doing this on Lolly. So the first way is going to use that same forearm grip, underhand grip with the top arm reaching fairly high. From here, I'm going to take a step forward in front of the pole and I'm going to reach my feet over diagonally to the opposite side of the hoop. That way I can tag my ankles into the hoop and then pull myself up onto my hip. That's how I'm going to land inside of the hoop. So from here, pushing and pulling into the top arm, I'm going to take a step forward. I'm going to look where I'm going, so I'm looking to that opposite side of the hoop so that I know where I'm going to tag my feet. I'm going to take a step and see how I reached across and I got my ankles there. From here, I'm going to pull in and around. For this last modification of your front balance entry, I'm going to actually underhand grip on the opposite side of the pole. So for this entry, I should have my pullover pretty solid. So I'm going to underhand grip on the opposite side of the pole, and then I'm going to underhand grip slightly above the forehead, maybe a little bit lower than the last time we did this. From here, I'm going to remember to pull up so that I land on my hip. So as I reach my toes overhead, I do have to do a little pull up to make sure that I land on my hip eyes. So from here, I'm going to take a step forward and I'm going to pull up, pull, and then I'm going to take the hand that was closest to the pole and I'm going to dodge it around. You might want to use it to push up into the pole, hands at either side, and you're in your front balance. To get out, we're going to fold forward, hands to one side, and then pull the knees out the same way that we came in.